And then they've got under-23s, they've got under-17s, they've got a women's league, they've got absolutely everything. The structure there is fantastic, and it's the only structure like it in the world. It beats Brazil, it beats Italy, it beats everybody. And that's why the national team is so good.
Yeah, I was reading that. It's almost run along 11 sidelines, if you like, home and away, as you say, across 7 months, which means you're playing regularly, which is why these players have got to be so good. There's certainly a big determination about them. Hosseini there, the veteran goalkeeper now, I suppose you could call him. Have a competitive tournament as a warm-up rather than just playing friendly matches and the usual way you would probably go out preparing for a World Cup. This must have been like a breath of fresh air to them. Well,
it makes a difference, doesn't it? And it definitely sets down a marker for Brazil. I think it'll worry the Russians slightly. And for the likes of Paraguay, it means they are really prepared for a home tournament, which it's important in Paraguay that they do well. They get big crowds there for beach soccer, and they want their team to do well. They know they're second or third in South America, but that's only a small pot of teams. They've got to compete against the European teams, and this will have helped them do that.
Well, it'll be an interesting World Cup coming up, as I say, in Paraguay. World Beach Games. And credit, as we've mentioned a number of times, really, for Qatar stepping in after San Diego had financial issues, which meant they weren't able to stage the games. And Qatar taking it on at short notice and setting up venues for 14 sports. We've also seen the skateboarding and the bouldering that we'll get a good look at in Tokyo. But it's been really interesting, hasn't it? You know, beach volleyball, beach wrestling, which I found quite fascinating. Sports that don't get Olympic recognition, but here now getting recognition to an Olympic level.
Sports that I didn't know you could actually do on a beach, like beach wrestling, like beach karate. Yeah, and it's so much fun. It's a relaxed atmosphere. It's just fantastic. I mean, the crowds everywhere, everybody able to get into all the venues for free. It's just been a real buzz, and the athletes, you know, they mix in with the crowd, they're mixing with everybody. It's got a different feel to an Olympic sort of World Cup because it's like a family atmosphere. Special word for Mao, 42 years of age. As someone who's over 40, I sympathise with him. It can't hurt when he dive about. He was great in the final because he had a few wobbly games, but he was excellent in the final, really brave. And I think maybe it could be a swan song at the World Cup. It's not been confirmed yet, but you think that would be the time to retire if you were going to retire.
Well, he had the captain's armband on tonight, which was a nice touch. Rodrigo was the captain for the semi-final yesterday.
And the beauty of it is, it's the only tournament, apart from maybe the Intercontinental in Dubai and the Mundialito, but that's an invite tournament. All these top international teams, and I think it will just really lift beach soccer right across the board.